Okay, ready?
Wait for it to get clear, because this is just...
What's up, YouTube?
Wait, hold on. Go.
I work for it, I'm on my shit. And when I'm walking by, I know the truth is, you wanna know.
What's up, YouTube? It's Michael Lee, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I have a special guest. Drum roll, please. My bestie, Brian! Okay. Y'all already know him. There's no need to introduce because, you know, yeah. So today, we're gonna be doing a story time. About the time I fought this and I beat him up.
Barely.
And we stopped talking for 6 months. Cause you know, he was being just like a hater.
It was a tie.
I think I beat you up.
I don't think so.
Did you see my first story time?
That was your first story time with a girl. I got my mom.
That's that shit I left when I knocked you in your shit. Ew! Don't do that.
I already did.
Anyways, but this story time is about the time, like I said, when we had a fight. Stop talking for 6 months. That was me to you, I know.
No.
Whoa! Watch the hair. And do the hair. Anyways,
No.
what's in your mouth?
That.
So it was during our senior year of high school, so
The whole school knew about it.
the whole school, I think I already like mentioned it kind of in a previous video, and it kind of ties into my story time about my second fight in high school, which everybody been fiending for. So just know it's coming. I just had to do this video first because it's kind of like connected.
Part 1, part 2.
Right, so this is like the first part of like the background story of my story time, part 2 of, what is it called? My second fight in high school.
Yeah.
Because after the first one, y'all was all like, oh my god, you want this part 2? So I'm gonna give it to y'all. What else you got in your mouth now?
That.
Is everything good?
Let me get a drink of water.
We're gonna finish this video tomorrow. Like,
Shut up with my water!
hi Charles. Hi. Okay, bye. Oh, before we get started, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. You already know. Get me to, I'm probably gonna be at 40K by the time this goes up, so get me to 41K.
Who's starting? How are we starting this?
Alright, so all I remember, I remember a lot. So, alright, so so this was around the time of October, in senior year of high school, you know. We're besties, going into senior year together. And you was the assistant for the cheerleading team, right? You was Jenna's assistant?
Yeah. I was co-captain, not assistant. I'm not an
I forgot the word.
Okay, I'm never an assistant.
She was co-captain, right? And yeah, you was co-captain, so you was always helping Jenna, whatever. And how did it start? I just remember like every day after school.
This video about to be everywhere.
It is gonna be everywhere. I'm sorry, like y'all just have to put the pieces together because it's been
common
like,
sense, please. At least you.
No, it's been over a year. So like I was saying, he was the co-captain of the cheerleading team, and like every single day after school, me and Brian would always just like go out, whatever, do whatever. Like it'll be like, oh, where you at? We coming, da da da.
Oh, we're just seeing each other the whole way and just, you know.
Yeah, we be with each other 24/7. we be with each other 24/7, so it's like you see him, you see me, vice versa. If you went to our high school, like you already knew. He would always be with our friend Jenna, like every day after school. Like he would just be going to Panera, going to wherever they went wherever they went for food after school. And like to me, that's like it's unusual because me and my best friend always goes out to eat after school, like every day.
Jealous.
Wasn't jealous.
I think you were.
Regardless, he was always like with the cheerleaders, da 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 da, and I wasn't on the cheer team. Like I would be there here and there, but I wasn't always on the cheer team. So he was always with the cheer team or whatever. So it was like that was taking up all his attention and his time. So me being his best friend, I didn't like that. Like I want to hang out with my best friend. So I felt the way. The girl we talking about, her name is Jenna. Y'all already saw her on one of my vlogs, like we're friends, nothing, yeah. But at the time, I kind of felt like Jenna was like taking him away from me, like low-key, because it was like, they was always with each other, she would always want to hang out with him, and I just felt the way. So, I'm trying to see if there was anything that happened the day before I texted both of you guys.
I don't think it was.
Nothing, right? No, because you didn't come to school that day or something. And that's when I really felt like, so, I don't know, but anyway.
I don't come to school and you feel upset?
No, it was something. Oh, no, you didn't come to school the day after I texted you, I think. Something like that. But basically, it was the day before Jenna's birthday. I texted Jenna like, hey, like, I was letting her know, like, I'm not gonna be like shady and go behind her back and be like, you know, like, if you're my friend, I have a problem with you, I'm gonna let you know. And I had a problem. Well, it wasn't really a problem, I just like felt the way. So I told Jenna like, hey, like, I kind of feel the way that you and Brian are always hanging out, whatever. Like without me, you guys don't even ask me to come or whatever. Like I felt the way. And I feel like anybody who has a best friend that does everything with their best friend, all of a sudden like a change happens, you're gonna feel the way. So I wasn't mad, I just felt the way, you know? And I told Jenna that. And Jenna, if you're watching this, girl, you literally brushed me off. You was like, I'm sorry, my birthday's in a couple of hours. I don't want to talk about this right now.
I remember that, but she told me that.
Yeah, I was like, like I don't care. So that kind of like brushed me up the wrong way too, because I sat there and typed out a whole paragraph, and Jenna was just like,
how did you respond? Because she never told me how you responded.
How I responded?
Yeah.
I don't think I responded. I was like, okay. Because like, what am I gonna say? No, you have to text me right now. I didn't say anything. I was just like, oh, okay. And then with Brian, I think I texted you the same thing. Like, oh, I feel a way that you and Jenna been like mad close lately or something like that, and you haven't been hanging out with me, something like that. I forgot what I said to you. The next day is Jenna's birthday, right?
I thought I responded back to you. I know for a fact I responded back to you.
No, okay, I'm gonna tell you. We gonna get into that because you brushed me aside too. The next day was Jenna's birthday. You didn't come to school on Jenna's birthday. I see Jenna the next day. Me and Jenna's cool. We hanging out. It's her birthday. Like we had this little thing in the school for her, whatever, right? So everything is cool. Her birthday was on a Friday, right? So we went into the weekend. The weekend is when I texted Brian, like, hey, like I was like I feel like
you was probably waiting for me to come to school.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to come to school. You didn't come to school, so yeah, I probably was just like, let me just text him. I texted you, not even, I think I texted you and then you didn't answer, so I called you. I called him and he texted me like, oh, I'm at a birthday party right now, I'll call you back later. But I didn't care about that. I was like, okay, like as long as you call me back, like that's fine, you busy right now. Days later, he never called me back, never texted me back, no answer, no nothing.
See, my part was I actually was at a birthday party.
For a whole 3 days?
Okay, give me time to explain. Am I in the frame? Yeah, get a move over. I'll move over.
Whole 3 days at a birthday party, like come on.
I mean, what if it was like a typical birthday party?
Okay, but you didn't tell me that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You said I'll call you later.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hold on, Andrew keep texting me.
I'm getting hot.
What was I saying?
You didn't text back for 3 days.
Okay, so yeah, I really was at a birthday party, but it's not that I felt like, but like, what you text me was just like, how am I supposed to approach that? Like, but I feel like I did respond back to you.
You didn't.
Because I'm pretty sure I did, because I even told Jenna what I said to you. Because I was like,
oh yeah, you did. You definitely did respond back to me.
You don't need to be jealous.
Yeah, you was like this.
You always have a place in my heart.
Yeah, I remember.
Jenna's literally nothing. I told you that.
Yeah, you did. You text me back like, oh, like I don't understand why would you feel like intimidated by her, like nobody could replace you, whatever, da 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 da. But that wasn't my thing. Nobody was saying she was replacing me. I just felt the way that they was together every single day when they didn't like tell me anything. Like I would just come out of class, they down eating food, and I'm just like, damn, like now I'm supposed to do wait here while my best friend get back, like, you know? So that was the only thing. I felt the way. It's not like I feel like she was replacing me because I already know I'm irreplaceable. To the left, to the left.
Jenna, let me run the best friend.
Wow!
Yeah?
Oh.
Yeah, what?
She said yeah.
You called me.
Oh, yeah, she didn't.
Okay, never mind.
Go back.
Okay.
Jenna's birthday was on Friday, like I said. Then Friday went, Saturday went, Sunday went. Now it's Monday. We're going back to school on Monday, right? So I'm walking to school with, I forgot who. I think it was either China, Nia, somebody that, you know, like we're all friends with. Me and the person that I was with, like I said, it was either China or Nia. We was walking, and then Jenna was walking behind us, not in front of us. She was walking behind us, and then we're just walking, whatever, and all we see is Jenna walk around us and just start walking like mad fast. And she's trying to like brush it, like, and she knew it was us. So I see Jenna pass and I'm like, she's not gonna say hi, like, and me and Jenna's not like friends, that's like acquaintances, like it was like hi, like no, it was like me and Jenna was mad close, like after school it would always be like, you know, our group. So when she walked past me and whoever else left, who I was with, she just walked past us, I'm like,
I didn't know that.
yeah, and this was after her birthday. We was good on her birthday. So I'm just like, why she just walk past? So me being petty, I was like, right, let me start walking faster. And I walked right past her. So I was like, all right, we can play this game. So me and Jenna wasn't talking that day. You came to school and we had English together. We went to English, you walked right past me too, in the hallway or something. So I'm just like, hold on, what? So after English, we had an assembly because it was a Halloween show coming up, and it was like a dress rehearsal, stage rehearsal, whatever, tech rehearsal, some shit. They was on the cheerleading team. I'm a dance major, so dance major performed, cheerleading team performed. So you and Jenna is on the stage, like doing tech for the cheerleaders, whatever, and like the dance majors is sitting in the audience. They on the stage and then nobody's saying nothing to me, like they just talking to them, and nobody's talking to me. So I'm just like confused as to why Brian's not talking to me and as to why Jenna's not talking to me. Cause you said you call me back, so I'm thinking we good. You never call me back. Jenna, I'm thinking we good. It was her birthday. She walked right past me when I'm going to school. So I was just mad confused. Mad confused. I didn't know nothing. Nobody told me nothing. Like, you know? So, and I reached out to both of them. I reached out to Jenna and Brian. Nobody got back to me, basically. Brian said something, but like, we didn't talk about it. So literally after that day, like, we never spoke after that day. And then for the Halloween, actually, we didn't speak, but it was mad animosity. Like, every single day I saw them in school, it was just like a...
I didn't feel like it was animosity. I didn't feel anything towards you.
I did. Not animosity, but like, it was very much like I was mad confused. Another thing, it's gonna be different from your perspective because it was two of you. It was you and Jenna, and it was me. So it was like, okay. Whereas me, it's like both of y'all not talking to me. So it's like, y'all probably talking about something that I don't even know. But for me, it was two of y'all that just stopped talking to me randomly at the same time. So I'm thinking, y'all talking about something, I'm left in the dark and I don't know what the hell going on. So I felt animosity towards both of y'all because I'm just like, and it's also mad weird to just walk past your best friend in the hallway. Like, we have we don't have math classes together, but we had classes together. We always sat next to each other every day in class. Now all of a sudden, I'm sitting in the back, he's sitting in the front. It was just mad weird. Like, it was mad weird. And also, they like I said, they was a part of the cheer team, and the cheer team always practices on the dance floor. And y'all already know I'm a dance major, so I saw them every day after school for practices. Like I said, there was a Halloween show coming up, so we was always at rehearsal together, and it was always just very much like a... So that's basically like the background, right? Now, there's this other girl that I didn't like. Like, we've been stopped being friends since like September, like the beginning of the year, right? And as soon as I stopped being friends with her and they stopped talking to me, like Brian and Jenna, all of a sudden now Brian and Jenna is talking to the girl that I didn't like, right? So I'm over here like, that's mad fake for my best friend and one of my closest friends to be talking to somebody y'all know I don't like. That was really like the cake on the top for me. I was just like, y'all mad, like, get room for that.
Icing.
What did I say?
Cake on the top. The fuck is
that's the icing. Yeah, like,
icing on the cake.
That was what really had it for me. I was just like, y'all really gonna go talk to her? Out of all the people in the school, we're gonna talk to like she's not my enemy, but like, you know, like, she my aunt. So that blew mine. What's your explanation for that? Exactly an explanation. If you agree with me, comment down. If your best friend starts talking to somebody who you know they don't like, that's fake.
It might be fake, but like, I didn't have a problem with her at first. But
bitch,
like,
you wasn't even talking to her at first.
Alright, but
after I told you the problem with me and her, you was like, okay, yeah, we're not friends with her.
I kind of forgot.
And as soon as we not friends, bestie, like.
Okay, I never call her bestie.
Alright, but you know what I mean. You was with her every day. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and?
Anyways, we're gonna give her a name. Cause this is gonna be a story time part 2 of why I fought the girl. That's why I fought this story time part 2 of my second fight in high school. What's her name? She's giving me very much like
Garden gnome. Cause she's small, you know.
Garden gnome?
Garden gnome.
Garden gnome.
This is garden gnome right here.
Oh, I think pointing at me. I'm like, I'm not garden gnome. She's garden gnome.
Garden gnome right here.
Garden gnome right here.
Okay.
So that's garden gnome. And
garden gnome.
Oh. Yeah, so that's garden gnome. Like I said, they was with each other every single day. Like, I'm petty. So I just felt like mad, like, I wasn't okay with the situation. Like, it wasn't sitting with me, you know? I just lost my best friend, a close friend, and the garden gnome. I was friends with her too. And she cut me off too. And she also had another friend that I was friends with since 6th grade. And she cut me off too because of garden gnome. She wanted to follow garden gnome. So garden gnome and the girl that was with her, what's her name? Mop. Her hair looked like a mop.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. I was gonna say girls at first, but that's too cute.
Mop, right? And I don't care if we being sharing this video. What's wrong?
Yo, y'all is so petty, yo.
Her face, okay.
Right, so Mop, I was friends with since 6th grade, and Mop cut me off because Garden Gnome cut me off. But that's gonna be for part 2. Right, the first time I went for Garden Gnome. Right, like I said, I was just feeling very much like it didn't sit right with me. Like, they became friends with my ops. It was just no. So one day, the day after, was it the day of the Halloween show? It was. Yeah, they had
the day after. It was after the Halloween show.
Yeah, it was the day of the Halloween show, but it was after the performance, right? Me and my friend Nia is backstage, and we walking like towards like the front of the school. Brian, Garden Gnome, and Jenna is walking like towards backstage.
It's like literally this. This is Micah,
like, it's the
and this is all of us. So it's just like.
We're walking past. So I see all of them, and then this is me and Nia. And the thing is, Nia was friends with them too. But as soon as like they stopped talking to me, Nia even felt like they stopped talking to Nia too. But Nia wasn't even with the problem. So Nia was even like, why they stopped talking to me? Like, I had nothing to do with that. So we walking, right? And I just feel like, I just felt like, you know, like being petty. So I'm walking and I see like Jenna in front of me. And like I said, me and Jenna's friends now, so don't even try to start no beef in the comments. But I see Jenna walking towards me and I didn't feel like moving. So I'm just walking straight and she walking straight too. Like we literally walking like in front of each other. Like you know how like you could like move? I was like, I'm not moving. Like I'm not moving. And I bump into her. But it wasn't like I was like, oh, let me go push her. It was just like I'm not moving. So if you don't want to move, I guess we gonna bump into each other. It was like that. So yeah, once I bump into her, I hear her whisper to you and Garden Gnome, oh, she just pushed me. And I'm with Nia. So, and I'm feeling very like riled up. So I'm like, what you say? To Jenna, and I forgot what she said. She wasn't saying anything. She wasn't saying anything.
That shit. I remember the situation. I just don't know what was said.
Yeah, Jenna wasn't saying anything. She was just quiet, and she was just whispering to you and Garden Gnome, and I'm just telling Nia like, she's not even doing nothing.
After that, it was just like an everyday thing. We just didn't talk to each other. We'd be in class.
Yeah.
It was just like we walked past each other. We just never say anything.
Right, but it wasn't no like animosity after that. It was just not animosity, but it wasn't no like problems after that. It was just like, you're over there, I'm over there. Like at that point it was established like we're not friends anymore. Like,
and at that was also applying to colleges, so it's like, yeah, too much shit was going on.
Also, Brian never came to school senior year, so
I'm still in college.
Nothing new. Anyways, also I'm gonna say one thing. I think the day after or like the week after is something that me and Brian stopped talking. I was always telling Nia like, I don't understand like why he not talking to me. Like I was mad confused. I don't know how you felt if I stopped talking to you, but you just stopped talking to me, and I'm over here crying to Nia like, no, because that's my best friend. Like I don't care about nobody else. Like that's my best friend. And Nia was just like, yeah, you should talk to him or whatever. Like just talk to him. Even the teacher, Mr. Gonzalez, was like,
everybody was in that. Like, when I tell you, the whole school, including the teachers, the principal, everybody was
the
in.
Assistant principal, the guidance counselors, the whole school, all the teachers. Everybody was like, y'all need to talk.
Because you see Michael, you see Brian, and like vice versa. Like everybody knows us.
Since sophomore year, it was like we're together 24/7. Like we get in trouble together. If somebody offered like Brian to go on a trip with one class, they're gonna know like
they're gonna
Brian
find a way for Micah to come too. Like Six Flags.
Yeah, Six Flags, you have to get 2 tickets because it's 1 and 2, you know?
Not just one.
It's a package deal.
Yeah.
So when everybody saw that we wasn't talking, it was just like, well, y'all not friends anymore. Even all the students too, our whole class was just like,
not even the whole class, it was like underclassmen too.
Yeah, the whole school. Basically the whole school, literally.
Freshmen, sophomore, seniors, administration.
Right.
Janitors too.
And juniors, forgot juniors. You said freshmen, sophomore, seniors.
That too.
Yeah. Okay, so like I said, this happened in October all the way till like March. March is my birthday. A lot of stuff happened in between that. Not a lot, but
it wasn't really a lot.
It was another event that happened in between that, but you're gonna have to stay tuned for the story time of my second fine high school to figure out what happened. But anyways, so March comes and it's the weekend after my birthday. Like my birthday was on a Wednesday and then went to my birthday weekend, and then on that Monday, I think, I had another fight with Garden Gnome. Not another, but I had a fight with Garden Gnome. And they're at this point, everybody's still friends. Like Brian and Jenna is still friends with Garden Gnome.
But up until the fight, I cut ties between me and Garden Gnome. I was like, and a little bit of Jenna too, because that situation really got me fucking tight.
So yeah, me and Garden Gnome fought or whatever. After that, I was so done with like Garden Gnome. Even Jenna. Like Jenna, if you're watching this, like I'm sorry, I was done with you at that point. Brian wasn't there like at the fight or even after the fight. Like I didn't see him that whole day. He was just minding his business or whatever. But after the fight, I'm just thinking like, okay, like I fought her, beat her up. That, you want to say your side?
Yeah. Okay, so senior year, I didn't have a first, second, or third. I would come in 4th period. So I guess the fight happened 3rd period.
Yeah, the fight happened 3rd period. We was in dance.
Yeah, so I came in 3rd period, end of 3rd period, and I went straight into my 4th period class, which was a first. I get a text from Jenna saying Garden Gnome and Micah fought. So I didn't respond back because 1, I'm in class, but everybody knows that Brian's always on his phone if he's in class or not. But like when I look at it, I'm like, okay, like what the fuck you want me to do? So I guess they were expecting me to go and follow Garden Gnome and Jenna place to place to place. Like no, I'm on my business. That fight happened between y'all, so I'm not gonna insert myself into another situation. If me and Mike aren't talking, okay, that's cool, but we'll hash that out another time. But I'm not gonna sit here and put myself in another situation between group one and then no, I ain't got time for that.
And I feel like that's exactly what Garden Gnome wanted. She wanted us to like turn on each other because she was like my enemy, so she wanted you to be my enemy too. Yeah. Like she just wanted people to be against me.
So then Jenna kept calling me, and then I think I answered one time, and then Jenna was like, did you not read my text? I was like, yeah, I read it in. She was like, so you're not gonna come? I was like, no. And I think at that time, 5th period or 6th period, I think I had gym. And I was she called me when I was in the guidance suite. Me and Ariella, we were just walking, and we see Garden Gnome's mom, part 2, and then Jenna all in the office office. And what got me tight about Jenna was that Jenna was not inserted into the fight. You didn't touch her, right?
I'm gonna kind of like save that, like touch on that more into detail in the story time of the fight. But yeah, like that also blew my, because the fight was with me and Gardner, not me and Jenna.
Me and Ariella were like, we were sitting here talking like, why is Jenna with the Garden Gnomes?
The Garden Gnomes.
Jenna.
The Garden Gnome family.
Yeah, and
it wasn't adding up.
Yeah, I was like, why are you there with, why? Like,
yeah,
so that got me
tight.
tight.
Because
that just got me tight. I think after that, me and Jenna didn't talk until, I guess, we started talking about the situation about you and I and her hashing it out and everything.
So, like, this was like a week after me and Gardner Gnome fought, right?
Oh wait, hold on. At that time, leading up to the fight, which I didn't know it wasn't planned, so I didn't know it was gonna happen. I had on my Finsta, like, I was just like putting like subs into it, but like basically saying like, oh, I miss my best friend, yada yada yada, hoping that like, the bitch would read it, or hoping like,
how was I gonna see your Finsta if I was on your...
I don't know. Someone screenshot and send it to you. I don't fucking know. See, that's the thing too. Jenna was doing the same exact thing I was doing, but we didn't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she was doing that.
But
too.
then leading up to that, the fight happened, and then like she.
Yeah, I didn't get
like,
that either.
Bitch, you just didn't contradicting yourself. How you saying one thing on social media and then doing something else? But okay, whatever. That's the T, Christine, whatever.
That's the T, Christine.
But yeah, I felt like because I was doing that, I was like, I'm not gonna insert myself because I look like a dumbass. So you're saying one thing on social media and then acting a different way.
Right. And everybody who I talked about the situation, they all knew like I miss my best friend. Like I always say that. I never like spoke bad about Brian. Now Jenna and Garden Gnome, that's a different story. I already told Jenna what I said about her, but I never spoke about Brian because like me and Brian.
I don't even think I told Jenna how I felt about her after that whole fight situation, but she watching it, so girl, you know how I felt.
Yeah, Jenna, this is us like mentioned to you too because it was just a lot. But anyways, so like I said, it's a week after the fight. I didn't even go to school this day, but I was going to get my eyebrows done. So I'm on a buzz. I get a call from Brian, and I'm like
6 months later.
Like I haven't spoke to him since October. It's literally March, and I'm on a bus like. But in my head, I'm so confused because I'm like, one, why is Garden Gnome's friend calling me? Like, at this time, I'm still thinking that Brian is friends with Garden Gnome. So I'm like, it doesn't make sense why he would be calling me after I just beat up his friend. I pick up the phone and him and Jenna's on the phone and they smiling. I'm just like,
okay. Before I even called her, we were looking for her, thinking that she had an in-house suspension. So we went to our assistant principal, or dean, or whatever the fuck he was. He was like, where's Micah? And because the situation happened a day before that, or a week before that, I don't know.
Yeah, that was the day after it happened, I think.
Yeah.
2 days after.
That was 2 days after. So because it happened 2 days before, we was started looking for her, they thought like,
y'all was trying to beat me up?
Beat you up or like start something more.
Yo,
so
they mad. Oh.
Which I kind of understood. Then we went to Franco, and then we was
principal. They don't know who Franco is.
Oh, then we went to the principal, and we were just sitting there waiting, like in his office. I think he had a meeting with somebody. So we sat there waiting. Me and Jenna said the same thing that the dean said, and I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna hand this out. We're gonna hand this. We're gonna handle this."
We're gonna handle this by ourselves.
Yeah, that.
They're gonna handle. They was like, they just gonna handle it by themselves.
Yeah. So at that point, that's when we called to proceed to her.
Yeah. So they called me, and it's Brian and Jenna. So I'm just like, yes. And they're like, what did y'all say when y'all picked up the phone?
Where are you?
Yeah, he was like, where are you? When they said, where are you? I'm like, where? Why y'all wanna know where I'm at?
Put my hand in the bun real quick.
Yeah, cause I'm thinking like I just beat up your friend, and if I just beat up your friend, you ask me where you at. I'm thinking like, yeah, you're trying to say something. So I'm like, I'm not in school. Like, why? They're like, oh, because we wanted to talk to you or whatever. And I'm just like, about what? Like, I'm just mad nonchalant because I was just so confused. Like, in their head, they're like, oh, like, we want to squash the beef or whatever. We want to talk things out. In my head, I'm like, they planning something. They plotting because I just beat up their friend.
Because at that time, my uncle was staying in my house. And he just had open heart surgery. So that's why I didn't come to school all the time. So at that point, once March came, that's when he left. So I was like, okay, now I'm ready to go to school. I'm ready to really insert myself. Which I barely did. But I'm here, so.
He's here. So yeah, so they're just like, oh, we want to talk to you or whatever. Like, can we talk to you? And I'm just like, yeah, like about what? They're like, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Like, whatever, just meet us at this time, this place. Like, in the school, obviously. It was like in the atrium or something. Like, just us three.
The concert hall.
Oh, the concert hall.
Auditorium for people who in the traditional school.
The traditional school. My school, we was boosters.
Sorry.
Yeah, they just like meet us at this time or whatever. Like, just us three. So in my head, I'm like, just us three. Like, what y'all want to do?
First of all, who's trying to fight in a goddamn concert hall?
But
them stances like this.
I'm like, in my head, I'm like, they're not gonna jump me because y'all know better. And two, And two, that wasn't in my head. It was just, I was confused. I didn't know what to expect. Cause it's just like, it makes no sense for y'all to squash beef right after I beat up y'all friend. So I'm just like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, so whatever, that phone call ended, like, okay, like we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow comes. And I think I just got out of Dan. Y'all was already probably in there or whatever, I don't know. But I remember I was telling Nia, like, Brian and Jenna want to talk to me. I don't know about what, like, I don't know.
And at that time when me and Jenna was in a concert hall waiting for you, that's when her and I expressed to each other that we were like not throwing, but like, you know, posting stuff about you in a good way. And then like, we were like, what? Really? Me too? Like, like.
So yeah, I'm walking in the concert hall, like, I didn't know what to expect. I'm like shy, like, I'm over here like, I don't know if I say hi, like, you know, I was like mad awkward. I'm just like,
I feel like up until that point, I just forgot everything until we all started crying at the end.
Yeah, so I forgot who said what first.
It's probably Jenna, you know.
Yeah, I think it was Jenna. Jenna started talking, just expressing herself. Listen, like,
oh no, that's exactly what we said. We was like, who's going first?
Oh yeah,
because I remember I was sitting
and I was just like, y'all can go, like, I'm in my head, I'm like, y'all want to talk to me, like, y'all can say what y'all want to say first. I didn't know what they was gonna say. I don't know if they was like, listen, we didn't respect the fact that you
brought them up.
Yeah, so I didn't know what they was gonna say, so I was gonna let them talk first, and I think Jenna talked first.
Yeah,
because Jenna was just like, listen, like, I miss you, like, I really considered you as my sister. Yeah, so she was just like saying all of that, and like, of course, like, I miss my friends, because like when I tell y'all, Nia and China, I mean, of course I had like a lot of other friends here and there, but like Nia and China was at us like my only like 2 real friends senior year, like the first semester, right? I think. In our group, it's 5 of us. Nia and China were the only 2 people that I was talking to. So of course I'm gonna miss my friends. Like, even sometimes I used to miss Gardenom before I fought her, obviously. Like, before I fought Gardenom, I used to miss her too, because she cut me off for no reason. So I missed her, I missed Jenna, I missed Brian, I missed all my friends. When they came to me expressing me everything how they felt, like Jenna was saying what she felt, and I'm just like, yo, like, that's crazy. I think you jumped in after Jenna or whatever. You was like, yeah, because like we've been best friends for mad long. Like, you know, I didn't come to school. We started talking about math stuff, and we started getting into math stuff.
Catching up.
Yeah, we was catching up, and we all was like basically agreeing. We all started crying. It was like
that's the one thing I hated about that school, but because our reputation was like so big to the point where like in our personalities, I felt like the dean and the Franco and everybody, they wanted to interfere between us because they thought that we was gonna fight and everything. Like,
yeah,
we was not with that shit. Like, we was like, we want to do this our way without you, you know, trying to intervene.
Yeah, they wanted to take all the credit. Like, oh, we can set up a mediation. Y'all got
we're grown. We're going to college in a couple months. Like, we don't need you. Yeah. Thank you, but no, thank you.
Our school wants to be a part of everything. They just wanted credit. Like, oh yeah, we did. No. We did it.
We did it.
Because if that was the case, they could have been to the media. Because the thing is, our school knew how close we all were. So if they really didn't want a whole thing to go down, they could have been set up a mediation for all of us to talk. Because everybody knew what was going on. And actually, I talked to our guidance counselor, Waniki, about setting up a mediation for me and you. And he said every time that like it would be said, you wouldn't come to school, or you would be late, like something always happened, or I didn't come to school, like something always happened. But after like months, it's just like, alright, like it don't even matter anymore. So once we all like made up or whatever, like I'm not gonna sit here and say every single thing we said when we was talking and like apologizing and stuff, but you guys get the gist. Like, we was all just like telling each other about the past 6 months, how we felt, like the ups and downs, what we said, the bad things we said, the bad things we felt. Like, we said everything to each other because it was just like a time to just vent, get your feelings out. Because we, like I said, I have not talked to them since before Jenna's birthday. Like, me and Jenna and me and Brian never talked about the situation. It was just, they stopped talking to me, that's it. It was never, I got to express how I felt, they got to express how they felt. Like, me and Jenna never talked about it. Brian said his little paragraph, but like, we never had a conversation. So it was like, that was our first time talking for 6 months.
Yeah.
But yeah, after that, we all just became friends again. There was mad people in the school that was like, oh, like, how could you be friends with them again after everything, da-da-da-da-da. Like, just judging our friendship, like, oh.
Like, it's one thing to have an opinion, but don't voice it. Because nobody needs that.
Like, and everybody knows that we was friends for mad long. So
and that got me so tight.
For you to be like, oh, you're really gonna be friends with them again? Yeah, I am. Well, it was like, low-key, it was kind of hard for me, only because, well, it was more hard for me to accept Jenna's apology, because me and Jenna kind of got into something, which I'm gonna talk about in another video. Me and Jenna kind of got into something, like, prior to me and Gardenom getting into something. It was back in like November. It was harder for me to accept Jenna's apology rather than Brian's. But for Brian, it was like that because, one, that's my best friend for mad years. 2, I never talk shit about Brian. Like, I was never saying there like, yeah, Brian did it. Like, I was never that. And I'm pretty sure Brian wasn't talking shit about me. And if he was, like, I'll handle that. But But yeah, it was like it was just not easy for me to forgive Brian because I missed him the whole 6 months. Jenna, I'm not gonna lie, it was a little bit hard for me to accept her apology because it was like she was doing a lot during those 6 months. She was doing a lot that I can see. So yeah, I can understand what people say about Jenna, but like at the end of the day, if I want to be friends with somebody and I feel like I want to trust them again, that's my decision. Now, if it happens again, some shit happens again, like okay, like we just want to be friends again. But it was my decision to befriend them, and I just feel like mad people in our school was just like judging it,
voicing their opinion.
Yeah, you know, high school drama, like everybody always in your business, like mind your business.
And because our school is so small,
yeah,
everybody knew it. Everybody knew
well, also we also
situation.
knew everybody in school.
Literally,
everybody knew us, so everybody was just talking about it. Popular.
Now our relationship is
It's what?
great.
Okay. Anyways, that's pretty much the story time about the time we fought. It was kind of like not awkward, but we kind of like slowly had to like ease into back to our friendship. It wasn't just like boom,
jump right in.
Yeah, like hey bitch, like it wasn't like that. No, actually the same day we all went to Panera and just went out, like
literally like
the day we made up, we just went to Panera and was like, also mad people saw us sitting all together.
We were sitting by the fucking window.
Everybody's like they're sitting together, like they talk, like what, huh? And we're just like
Kiki, and he was laughing.
yeah, we was laughing and stuff, so everybody was just mad confused that we was talking.
Senior prank.
Nah, that's mad funny. I think the next day I was at home. I think I called you, you called me. You was at work, and literally as soon as we was on FaceTime that day, like from that day on, we was on FaceTime together like it was like regular. Like after that day, everything went back to normal.
Now we're just friends.
We're just what?
Friends.
What kind of friends?
Just friends.
Excuse me. That's wrong. That's incorrect. That's invalid.
Decline.
Correct
Trying to
yourself.
eat it again?
Damn, you hungry bitch.
Oh yeah.
We're what? We're best friends, right?
Yeah, we're best friends.
Oh, okay. That's the Thank you so much. Love you too. But yeah, we never fought. It was like we just had like a huge argument, disagreement, miscommunication. That for 6 months. So yeah, hope you guys like that story time. If you guys want to see more story times, just comment them down below. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing another story time on my second fight in high school. So if you want to hear more about Garden Gnome and the Garden Gnomes, just stay tuned for that video if you want to see all of that. But any more story time, just comment them down below and like comment. So hope you guys like this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Period. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.